Hey guys, my name's Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I have a Lenovo Ideapad 120s. The exact model used in this video is a 14 series. It's the 14iap model. I'm going to show you how to open it up, access your internal battery. So first thing guys, power down your computer the correct way. Make sure it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip it over to access your bottom case screws. Now you have these 4 screws along the bottom, these 3 in the middle, and these 3 on top. After removing all of those screws, you're going to take a small, flat, preferably plastic pry tool. I say plastic because metal pry tools definitely scratch up the cases of your computers more than plastic. So take your tool and start going around the seam of the bottom case and gently pry it off from the rest of your computer. Go nice and slow but firm. And don't put your pry tool too far in. You could damage internal components. Just keep it on the outer edge. And if you get stuck prying it off in a certain spot, leave that, go around, start at the other edge, and continue around. Once you get your bottom case off, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. Now, as a quick side note, guys, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, I have it sitting on an anti-static pad. Either that or an anti-static bracelet will go a long way to avoid damaging things in the computers you're working on. If you need any help with any tools or supplies, there'll be a link above. I'll also have the link below in the description. It'll give you a list of all the tools and supplies that I used when working on this computer. So to get to your battery is right here, this L-shaped battery. It's held down by 5 screws. You got these 2 near the top, this one near the bottom left of my screen, and these 2 to the right of my screen. After removing those, the battery plugs in out of this area and plugs into the motherboard right here. As with any cables in a computer, try to avoid pulling on the wires if you can. Try to manipulate just the plug. Now it's kind of skinny in there, so you may be able to use your fingernails or a pry tool, maybe a small pair of pliers. But if you can't and you have to grab the wires, grab them as close to the plug as possible and slowly, gently wiggle them out of that port so as not to damage the wires. Now to get the battery actually out, it's being blocked by a couple ribbon cables. You have your keyboard ribbon cable right here that plugs into the motherboard right there, and it just sticks onto the battery there with some double-sided tape. So you can unplug it if you want from the motherboard, or you can just gently, slowly peel it off of your battery. Just be careful when working clips like this. They're very fragile. These black clips are very easily broken. And if you break them, you may never find a replacement. So if you want to unplug the ribbon cable, take a small, flat pry tool, gently slide it underneath this black clip from the bottom, and then open it up. It opens kind of like a book. Its hinges are on top and it opens from the bottom. So very gently pop that up and you can pull the ribbon cable out to peel it off. Same thing goes for here, except on this ribbon cable connector, the black clip is on the left side. So you'd want to slide the pry tool in from the left under the black clip very carefully. Again, that black clip is very fragile. And then you can release this ribbon cable and then you can get your battery out. So for those of you that want the battery information, this battery is a Lenovo brand name battery. The number is 0813007. This one in particular was a 7.5 volt, 31 watt hour battery. Now that link that I told you about before with all the tools and supplies below in the description, I will also include all the replacement parts for this specific model computer in that link. So I'll try to have a couple battery options in there for you, as well as a solid state drive and the other replacement upgrade parts for this model. So that's how you would access your battery in this model computer. So that's the video, guys. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, check out the FAQs below in the description. It could save you some time getting an answer. If you do need to leave me a question or comment, please do. I do try to get to those a couple times a day at least. To support the channel, please remember to like and share, subscribe if you enjoy this type of DIY tutorials, and for those of you that want to support the channel a little further, you can always leave a small donation, and there's a couple ways to do that. First, right below the video to the right-hand side, you'll see the Super Thanks button. You can click on that. You can select a tip amount here. Second way, you can use your Cash App. Find me at $PCHelper. You can leave a dollar amount, and you can even leave a little note. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I look forward to seeing you on my next video.